It's your drive home on Hot 103. Folks, looks like that storm is headed right for us. Gonna put some gas in my Furman generator, stop by the ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, and of course, watch Mike's weather page. Y'all stay safe out there.
Tropics rage. You'll always have a friend here at Mike's weather page. Mike's weather page, Mike's weather page, Mike's weather page. You can depend, he'll keep you safe, he'll keep it locked. Mike's weather page. I've seen him lose a shoe. I've seen him chase storms there with Hunter and Louis too. But you know he'll keep you straight at 919 there every day. 1 million fans get it wrong and they're here in Mike's weather page. Mike's weather page. Mike's weather page. Mike's weather page. Mike's weather page.
All right, everybody. How you like that? Drum roll. That's a new tune, man. We just got that new tune from our buddy Andy Simmons, man. He wrote that a couple weeks ago. So that'll be our Friday tune. So we have a Wednesday tune, Thursday tune, Friday tune. I think Monday we're going to stick with the classic tune that was kind of like slow because everybody's kind of slow on Mondays and not really into it. So we'll do the original, which we just got to pick a Tuesday song, right, Louie? Probably the one where it takes Miss Julie's phone away. That'll be good. So yeah, what's up? This is the Daily Brew. By the way, it's Friday. We talk tropics. It's Friday here in the great state of Florida, and that means it's time to hit your local ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in Florida and celebrate the weekend. Do it in style. Located all throughout the great state here, so we appreciate their support. We're going to be doing some fun videos with them. They reached out yesterday. We're going to be doing some videos with them and their marketing team, so I'm kind of curious what that's going to be all about. Kind of excited. Louie's not. Louie just yawned. He's bored. But yeah, this is what we do. We talk tropics. Tropics are quiet right now. So, I got to turn the camera on. Thank you, Shelly. Shelly's twice got me today. I forgot to hit the button. See, when you're a one-man band, producer, director, host, writer, dog owner, it's hard. So now I'm back. Welcome back. I was here all along. I just wasn't here. I got my east and west screw. I can't say that word. Mixed up this morning. And Shelly messaged me right away. She goes, "It's west, not east." I probably mess up east and west more than anybody on the planet. I don't know what it is. I got my compass. I'm dyslexic on the compasses. How about that? But anyway, all right. So, hey, let's say hi to some people. I'm back. David got the Blue Angels up in Pensacola today. Looks not too bad. Maybe afternoon showers. Louisa, good morning. What's up, Chris? We got YouTube folks. Miguel, what's up? Bill Barber. We got Darren from Jacksonville, home of Leonard Skinner. Mike Soul, what's up? Erica from Satellite Beach. Loretta Reed. Got all kinds of folks tuning in here on Friday. This is Louie, of course. And we do a dog a day. If you haven't noticed, I got the scroll box over here. I got my east-west messed up again. That's kind of new. If you want to read what I'm going to be talking about, it's right there. Current satellite is up here, Louie. Jenny's going on a cruise. Lucky for you, Jenny Harmon. I wish that was me. John from the Villages. Hey, I met your fire chief, by the way. I don't remember his name, but when we did the Governor's Hurricane Conference, we sat down by the fire chief there from the Villages. So that was pretty cool. So thank you for the stars, Mary Jones. Appreciate it. All right, so let's talk about the weather. We got a little bit to talk about. Louie's all excited. Mama's home, so he's wondering what the heck's going on. Usually it's just me and the dog. Now he's like, what's going on around here? All right, I'm going to let you down, buddy. All right. I'm gonna miss you. All right, so here's the deal. We always open up one thing. So we always open up things with the official National Hurricane Center. So here you go. I do a lot of speculation here on the site. Sometimes people don't like it, but that's what I do. And if you ever want official information, it's the National Hurricane Center. And right now we had a 5% or 5 day no chance of development. I'm getting distracted all left and right here. I got dogs running around and picking up toys and squeaking. So 5 days, nothing expected. So if you ever want to know the official NHC outlook, there you go, 5 days. What we do a lot of times is speculate past 5 days, and right now there's really nothing. But there you go. That'll get you through the weekend at least. No tropical development. That's always good news. So at least through the weekend, probably likely won't get anything. Now the only thing that's a little different is that people get confused about is this is 5 days from the 8 o'clock advisory. Okay? 5 days from the 2 p.m. advisory is when we could start to see something if we were to see something. And that's why at 2 o'clock, we would, in the past, you'd see a circle pop up and be like, right here, let's say we get a circle at 2 o'clock. And everybody's going to say, well, it wasn't there at 8 o'clock. Well, eventually they have to put it up sometime. So it's pretty much 5 days from this moment in time to 8 o'clock, 5 days from now. So 5 days is a long way away. We'll see. There might be a little something here. We'll talk about that. So a couple other fun things I want to get on with. We will show you some stuff. So I'm streaming live on TikTok, by the way. That's why I'm a little distracted. We're trying to get TikTok to give us the key and the RTMP code to where we could stream simultaneously there too. So that's coming soon. Just to let you know. All right. So one thing about it. So this is always so true about the tropics. So when the Pacific is hot, the Atlantic usually is not. It's always kind of been a saying out there in the world. And right now the Pacific's hot. We got believe it or not, Bonnie is still around. Bonnie's had I think 40 some advisories already. Bonnie was that longest running PTC on the planet that we watched weeks ago. And it's still out here as a hurricane. Can you believe it? And then we have two new areas. So when the Pacific's hot, usually that means the Atlantic is not. And a big reason of that is this MJO. I talk a lot about this MJO a lot. We are in this suppressed stage of the MJO, oranges and yellows. So usually when we are in this stage here, the Atlantic is slow and the Pacific is a little bit more active. So this is coming, and we're going to lead into what Colorado State University came out with yesterday. But this enhanced phase is coming, and it's pretty clear here, even on this little chart, that by the end of July, early August, green means enhanced. And this phase is going to work its way towards the Atlantic, which means we could see a little more uptick in activity. So pretty understandably why things are slow this week and next. Doesn't mean we can't have a little surprise pop-up storm like Colin, but as far as overall environmental conditions, this MJO is definitely going to help kickstart things at the end of July. So there you go. All right, well, that clicked up, so we'll talk about that. Louie's chilling, Miguel. So thank you, Nikki. What's up, Bill? What's up, Betty? So anyway, so the other exciting news is I bounced around a lot on our page. I had the tab open, so here you go. This is it. I shared it yesterday. This is our logo. It's on the race car. It's official. We're on the number 4 Bailey Curley's car, JD Motorsports number 4 Xfinity race tomorrow. It's on USA Network. They got qualifying and some practice. I don't think they have practice, but they have qualifying on tomorrow. So I'll have a good chance you'll see me on Fox Sports 1 and also USA Network. So watch for car number 4 tomorrow. We are so excited. The logo looks great. This is on both sides of the car, the rear quarter panel. And it's all possible because of our friends at Habana Brissa Sun Care products here in the great state of Florida. So they graciously are big fans of ours, and they were very pleased with our support. That's all they asked, was for me to do a couple shares of their sun care products, which I did, and you guys did awesome. So thank you very much. That was very nice of our fans to support them. So they got our logo on the car, and we're going to get some big time press. NASCAR had to approve the image. That was a big deal. So now we are officially a part of NASCAR. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see who I get to bump into, how many fans we got there, how many crew members, drivers. So, I'll probably be streaming a lot. I'm glad there's no weather to talk about hurricanes or tropical systems, because I'll probably be flooding the social media with our Atlanta trip. So if you don't want any of that, you probably should turn off Mike's weather page for the weekend. But anyway, there's a picture. I was happy to see it, share it to you guys. It came out great. All right, so let me close that. So if this is what I do, I go from one topic to the next. And let me get something else off my chest real quick. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, hey, listen, 25% off. They're great. Listen, they're reef-friendly. A lot of history with the owner. And, good Florida company here, made in America. So, all right, so here's the big news. So I go about. So here's something I told Julie about this morning. So I like to post on these. You probably see me post on a lot of these one-liner posts that people put out, like, what goes good with peanut butter? What do you like in the morning? So I always respond something funny, and we get a lot of likes and comments. Well, there was one that said it was some recipe page, and it said guaranteed whatever, you have the cleanest house in 10 minutes you ever had once your company comes over, or something to that effect. And you all do it. If you got the company coming over, what do? The first thing you go into like clean mode. So I made a funny comment, which is a joke between Julie and I, because we do it all the time. Anytime we have family come over or friends, we go into hyperactive clean mode. And I said a comment, it made it sound like I do it on purpose, and I joked that I've done it in the past. I don't think have I ever done it?
I don't think you've ever done it.
I've never done it in the past. I joke about it. It's one of them sitting around the fireside, joking, laughing, all the time. I'm like, yeah, I just make up I had all these people on there, like, literally hating me, like, calling me. I'm like, are you kidding me? I didn't even, so I deleted the comment today. I'm like, it was up to like 500 comments, and all these women are like, you're such a bad person. I'm like, I was joking. Jeez. People take everything you read so serious. So if you're coming from the recipe page and you're coming here to yell at me, it was a joke and I deleted it, okay? Maybe it's a joke. It was fun though. Anyway, all right, so here's the big news, Tropics-wise. This came out yesterday. Colorado State University Okay, listen, I get it. I used to hate these type of forecasts. I thought they were hogwash and everything, but I understand now why they usually are correct. I believe in them, okay? And I believe it or not, I used to laugh at Colorado State because they kept updating their predictions. And I'm like, wow, anybody can do that. Like, halfway through a game, like, oh, the Rays are going to win. And then 3 innings in, the Yankees are up 7-0. I'm going to change my forecast and say the Yankees are going to win. Well, that's kind of what people think. But what they really do is every month there's new seasonal graphics put out, long-range graphics, forecast models from a bunch of different sources. And they have to absorb that because the atmosphere is always changing. So the Euro, July 1st, came out with a new seasonal outlook, and it kind of came down a little bit on its really hyperactive mid-season prediction. So I kind of thought the CSU was going to do the same thing, but they didn't. They are very, very confident that we're going to see an aggressive season still ahead. They came out with this prediction still 20 total storms, counting the 3. So they're still predicting 17 storms on top of what we've already had. 17 more storms. And in that 17, they're predicting 10 hurricanes and 5 major hurricanes. That is a lot to come. I mean, these are the pros. They look at all the data, all the monsoonal forecasts from Africa, the shear forecast, El Nino, La Nina, water temperature averages. They look at anomalies based on prior years. They look at where the atmosphere is today and compare it to other seasonal, in season results basically, and they'll say, oh, this is mimicking 2000 and whatever. So they're like, we had this conditions July 1st. And it works. So bottom line is we got a possibly active season ahead, okay? I mean, whether we do or not, I believe they're basing it all on science. I really don't think they have an agenda. They don't. They're Philip and his crew out there are really science orientated. So we'll see. That's a lot to come. This came out yesterday. So we will see about that. All right, enough about that. And again, I shared this. It's a really good graphic. This is where we're at right here. Very low end of averages right now. So a lot more to come. August 1st is right here. So just because it's slow in early July doesn't mean anything. All right. Bottom line. All right, my Olympican's back, by the way. Shay Gibson emailed me out of the blue, my buddy from Wind Alert. And that's all I got to say about that. So anyway, what's up, Chris? I love your picture, Chris, by the way, of the skyline. The last 2 nights have been phenomenal here on the west coast of Florida with these sunsets. I'm telling you, it's been interesting. Hey, Bill Barber over on YouTube. Yeah, my truck made it back. The sensor, they can't replicate the code until it happens again, and I had to bring it in when it happens. So they did tell me some of these Silverados had a lifter issue from 18 on. I hope not. That would be a lot of time under there. I gotta have my Hurricane Hunter for the season. So I went and put some old school Marvel Mystery Oil in it yesterday. Can't go wrong with that stuff. Frees up the lifters a little bit, a little more lubrication. I mean, they're using like 0 weight oil nowadays. I'm wondering if it's just too light. I think they do that for fuel economy, but man, that's thin. If that oil breaks down, you don't have much lubrication. So, lube. Talking about lubrication on the Daily Brew. All right, so let's get more weather talk. All right, so good morning, Tiki Tammy. You like that name? Christina, how's it going? Shelly's like, she liking the TikTok formula. Yeah, whatever. We got some fans on TikTok. All right. So tropics are quiet. There are. All right. So if we were to see anything, kind of showing it here now. Been talking a lot about this possibility here of a low coming in off of the East Coast over the weekend, Sunday, Monday. Starting to see it on some models. First off, if it happens, it's just going to go out and never ever land. It's between Bermuda north, so it's really, this is a true fish storm if anything happens. So it could be a little brief spell. We could see a low come plopping off of the East Coast from our lingering front. There has been little signs of that same lingering front bringing slight rotation to the upper Gulf midweek. Nothing really showing on the models. The icons would bounce around, a couple ensembles, but just pointed out there, tails of fronts sometimes spawn tropical activity. So we have this lingering front here. Let me show you what's cooking here. This is an idea just kind of where it's going to be at. This is Saturday, Sunday. So here's our low, possibly becoming a little something off the coast. And then, depending how far this thing dips into the Gulf, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, regardless, we're going to have increased rains for the upper Gulf Coast. So the front is going to linger. There's going to be a secondary front coming down to finally push it through. So that might limit the amount of time it has to do anything. But as far as rains go, this is what we got cooking. This is probably a really good map to show right now with the rains, because really the big story is this lingering front. Not a lot of storms today to talk about. All the heavy storms, it's kind of losing a little bit of its punch. Tropical punch has came down a little bit. But this is what we got. 24-hour rain maps. These are fun to look at. All right, so here we go. This is rain from today till tomorrow morning. Okay, let's see what everybody's talking about. Then we'll talk about rain. Tropics are slow. The reason why we'll get into more is we have a lot of dust in the atmosphere coming in off of Africa. The Saharan desert shoving a big plume of dust across the Atlantic. That's a big deterrent for tropical development. It's going to actually reach the Gulf of Mexico next midweek. Also, slowing down any chance for anything that could spin up. The only reason I'm mentioning that weak low is that because what we saw with Colin, you never know, hot 90-degree Gulf water on the upper Gulf Coast. Anytime you get spinach, you could have a brief, quickie little something. So that'll be midweek. I'm going to show you that. But the reason the tropics are slow, we have a very a high shear in place across the Caribbean, and we also have a lot of the suppressed MJO, lack of convection. So tropics are slow. Looks like they might be that way for at least a week. But here's your rainfall. So today, we're going to highlight it all. So today, look at that. Carolina, this is rain. 1 to 2 inches today. Lots of rain. A little bit's going to pop into eastern South Carolina. A little bit's going to pop down in the lower eastern part of Georgia. A little bit into northern Florida. This is because we have a stalled front, and it's going to be using up a lot of that warm Gulf Stream Atlantic juice. There's a lot of tropical moisture in the atmosphere. We always go back to our Bay News 9. Great graphic here to show you this. Precipitable water. And look at that. That's a lot of moist. I didn't say it. It's very moist. And very moist. Look. Very moist. Lots of juice in the atmosphere. So that means that you get a lot of opportunity for afternoon thunderstorms. Poof! And we've had a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings the last several days. A lot of moisture. Add in the heat. It's been incredibly hot, upper 90s. Heat brings storms. Moisture in the atmosphere. You have everything in play. It can rain anytime, any place. What you see, and we'll be talking a lot, they pop up and then they go away. They don't last long. So you have periods of sunshine, rain, almost tropical in nature. All right, rains though. Here we go. Here's today's rains. Fast forward to tomorrow's rains. This is the heaviest for today and tomorrow. We fast forward into Saturday. Here's your Saturday rains. Look. Heavy rain. South Carolina, Eastern Carolina, up into Virginia. That's another 2 inches. This is 24-hour rain totals, not Saturday plus Sunday. This is Saturday and Sunday. So that's 2 inches, two different days. Florida stays dry. We've got a high pressure system kind of locked in over us here that's really keeping things dry. The storms that do develop look like, again, we're going to have this flow mainly coming in east to west. So Florida's a little dry tomorrow, even all the way to the Panhandle. And we got some heavy rains for Alabama and Mississippi too. This is all that front. Go to Sunday rains. Look at that. Getting juicy. This is Sunday to Monday morning. Sunday morning to Monday morning. Now, as we know, we're going to the Xfinity race, Greg, if you're watching. Saturday night looks kind of okay. Sunday, though, a lot of this rain is going to be just lingering. Oh my goodness! So it doesn't look good for Atlanta's right on that border, man. Could be okay. Could be to the south, but this is a lot of rain again. Now look, South Carolina getting the brunt of it now. This is Sunday rain. A lot of 2 to 3 inches here across the lower Georgia, South Carolina, and the rain starts to hit the Panhandle on Sunday. So Sunday, the rains are coming to the upper Gulf. Now here's where it gets juicy for the upper Gulf. Okay, our front is slowly lingering southward. Heavy rain. Anything orange is 2 to 3 inches of rain. Sunday, we're starting to see a couple inches across the Panhandle. Now check this out. Monday to Tuesday, look, there is signs of a little bit of energy pushing off here, and look, a little bit of sign that we could see that. And that's why I keep bringing that up. We like to look at possibilities of what's next, where next could be. Regardless of that, this is Monday to Tuesday morning. Monday morning, Tuesday morning. Look at this. We're going to see that bubble of rain just kick around. Look at that. That's Tuesday rains. Look at that. Heavy rains across the upper Gulf Coast Tuesday and even into Wednesday to Thursday. So midweek rains hover. Look at that. So this is Monday all the way to Thursday. So it's going to be rainy for you guys and gals above the upper Gulf Coast because our front's just going to sit there for a long time. Long time. Love me. All right. So let's go to the tropical tidbits and show you everything else. Tropical possibilities in the Gulf. All right. So we're going to go to GFS. This is operational runs. We're going to see that our big surge in moisture leaves the East Coast on Sunday, possibly spinning up into a little low pressure system on Monday. And here's that juice just kind of hanging around through midweek. And, it just kind of hangs around. No signs of development yet on the GFS, but we don't really use the GFS for anything anymore. It's not been a very good model. You can see a little vorticity on Tuesday down here. This is definitely weak rotation. There's rotation Monday, Tuesday. So there's those two spots from that front. Go to the Euro, and there's rotation on Monday, Tuesday, and you can see a little bit of rotation here, not much, really broad rotation on Tuesday. That's leftover front. It kind of spins it up pretty good over the Panhandle, though. Look at that. This is on Wednesday. Could Danielle follow Colin and be a land-forming cyclone? That was so weird. Colin was over land. Little vorticity, very sheared atmosphere, frontal boundary, but the important thing is there is a little spin here on the Panhandle, and that's definitely going to bring in moisture. This is Wednesday. Lots of moisture. Low pressure, moisture. And that's what we got brewing here for the middle of the week, next week. Icon, moisture, Wednesday. Icon the other day showed a little spinach. Not showing it anymore, but it did show it a couple days ago, so I'm not going to quit watching it, but it did show a little bit. I forget what day it was. Maybe Wednesday. There's Wednesday. So there you go. So this was last Wednesday that Icon showed this for next Wednesday, showing that chance. So there you go, just a little chance. But that's what's brewing. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Just middle week juice is going to hang around. Latest Euro. Let's take a look at that on Windy. You can see it very well on the wind map. Let's take a look at rain and thunder first. Let's fast forward to Wednesday. And here's that little spot. So we'll see. I mean, it's not really anything. But look, could be heavy rain. Could be some storms. This is Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. So midweek, Upper Gulf. Said it all week. There you go. All right, I'm going to read some comments, see what y'all are doing. Hey, listen, so today, before I leave for Atlanta, we're posting our Furman giveaway today, all right? So one lucky Mike's Weather Page fan is going to win a tri-fuel generator from Furman. I hope the graphics stayed up. It hasn't been doing too good. There it is. Look at that. All right. So there you go. Look. We love Furman. So many our weather fans are Furman generator owners. We're like a family. They are giving away, no strings attached, shipped to your house, a tri-fuel, beautiful, that's the same unit I got. Push start, powerful generator. It's amazing. So all you got to do, we're going to put this post out. So you don't have to take a picture in a hammock. We started getting people like, I was worried about my mom trying to crawl into a hammock. I don't think it'd be really good for my 82-year-old mom to crawl into a hammock to get a picture for a generator. So all it's going to be is submit your best relaxing photo. It'll be in a hammock, on an Adirondack chair, at Margaritaville, on a boat, on your backyard. Just your most relaxing photo of you, your family, whatever you want to submit. So details will be written. It'll be really clear. Basically, you just submit a cool picture somewhere tropical, somewhere happy, somewhere at a bar. I love this bar. There you go. You're entered. And it'll run, I think, the 22nd. So we got 2 weeks of fun, and that's all you got to do. If you missed the show yesterday, the most fun I had in a long time was we go to Taco Tuesday, and before we went to Taco Tuesday, I surprised Julie and Sarah, and I said, we got to do a photo shoot. And Sarah's like, huh? So I rigged up the hammock, and Sarah and I survived the hammock. We are floating between two trees. It worked. The two of us somehow didn't crash. And it was a memory. Every time we drive by the park now, Sarah will probably say she remembered the hammock. So anyway, I'm going to post that today. So no rush on that. You got a couple weeks to submit a photo. All the names will be in a hat. And big thanks to Greg, Jason, and Megan for putting that together, and Shelly for helping me with the graphics there. So it'll be everywhere. But anyway, that's that. Tropics are slow. Talladega or Alabama or Atlanta this weekend I'm excited about. There are some tropical waves. Nothing brewing. A lot of graphics on my site. Nothing's showing anything. We're just in this lull. Let's show you the dust map real quick. Couple things I want to show you. All right, so the shear map. Shear map here. Red is usually bad for shear, and we have a lot of shear out here. Everywhere you look, shear here, shear there. Everywhere you look, there's shear there. Golf is good. Golf is not a lot of shear. Talked about this a lot the last few days. So the main development region they call the MDR, lots of wind shear. Okay, lots of wind shear. The other thing the main development region has got is a lot of dust, a lot of dry air, and you can see that here. So a lot of dust is in the atmosphere, and we just had this massive plume here. It's so red that my marker won't even show. There's a lot of dust when my red doesn't even show, because red means dust. But very hard for systems to develop when there's shear and dry air. So the tropics are very unconductive for development right now as far as the main development region goes. So any of these little waves that come off of Africa really don't have a shot. They do bring moisture. They do bring increased rain pops for the islands. They need the water. You ever see that Jimmy Buffett song? It's all about the water. It's all about the water. So when I was a kid driving, Jimmy Buffett Carnival is a story in every song. It's really kind of neat. If you never ever listened to it and you're a Buffett fan, download it. It's fun. So, anyway. Cheers, by the way. Got my math cup. Mathnasium. Helping my daughter learn math. All you future meteorologists, give them a look. And helping her grade immensely. She goes to the one at Countryside here, by the way. And soon to open a new one by Chuck E. Cheese. So after they do a good day of math, they can go to Chuck E. Cheese. I used to love Chuck E. Cheese. Look at this dust. Oh, my goodness. Lots of dust. Look at that. Big old dust. Believe it or not, African dust controls the environment. It literally dries up the atmosphere, keeping it not moist. Is that a word? Not moist. Let's look at the NASA model. I like the NASA model the best. All right, here you go. Here's another cool look at the dust. So this is just your NASA dust. So we have a lot of people watching in, there's a little upper level low spinning, but there's our dust coming across. Look at that. Big old plume of dust. Another one right behind it. Not as much. But it's going to reach the islands on the 10th. That would be Sunday. So by the end of the weekend, we're going to start seeing dust here for the Caribbean. Excuse me. That dust is going to make its way through the Caribbean. By midweek, it's actually going to make its way into the Gulf of Mexico. And there's another one following behind that one. This is midweek next week, the 14th. So dust is going to make the Caribbean on Sunday, and then the Gulf midweek. And that's one of the reasons the hurricanes aren't doing anything. Now, back to the Gulf. The reason the Gulf is not doing anything right now is we have a high pressure in place. Anytime you have pressures higher pressures, they have a hard time developing in anything. Like we talked a lot about yesterday, you got to have a seed. You got to have something planted in order for something to grow. If you don't have a seed, high pressures aren't seeds. We do have the seed planted here coming in off of the East Coast. Again, it could possibly be mentioned maybe this time of year. Look, if you look at historically speaking for the month of July, look, that is a hot spot. These are fronts that come in off of the East Coast. The reason that this is green, because it's more frequent than blue, is these are fronts that are coming down off of the East Coast, and they have a little chance to develop. Now, like I said, this really doesn't affect anybody other than shipping. So, the more names we get through, the better, right? You could have a whole season of names and not have one meaningful storm. Flood potential, here's your 5-day rain forecast. There you go, the heavy rain. That's 5 days. This is through Wednesday. That's a lot of rain from basically North Carolina down to Louisiana. Several inches, 3 to 4 to 5, isolated more. Florida Peninsula staying dry, high pressure is in place. Again, there's a very teeny little shot that here's flooding potential today, Eastern Carolina. Flooding potential tomorrow, pretty much the East Coast here. Flooding potential for Sunday, kind of the same. So 3 days of heavy rain across the East Coast. We've been talking about it for a long time here on our page. Hi, there's that. Look at that. Not a lot of juice out there. Anything that does get juicy just fizzles out. Watch this little guy. Little bit of pop, right? Watch what happens. Just poofs, goes to nothing. So I guess it'd be a good time to take a vacation. A lot of people are cruising. Good for you. Morning, Dale Keinberg. What's up? Oh, read my messages. Oh, now I gotta. Oh, we had a TikTok question. How about that? Oh, they messaged you, Shelly. I'll be in the Crystal River this weekend. Hey, listen, Florida this weekend. Doesn't look too bad. Especially Saturday looks great. Saturday, Sunday looks great. In fact, I posted this earlier. Let's take a look. Here's your daily rainfall maps. Let's show you this. Copy image address. Pull it up big. These are your daily rainfall totals. they kind of cover Florida, but Crystal River, you can see, look, tomorrow's fine. That's not even on this map. But look, you can kind of see Sunday almost nothing and almost nothing on Monday. So it looks good for you in the Florida Peninsula. So these little isolated storms, don't let them scare you, Josh, because they pop up and they dry up so quick. Like you'll hear a crack of thunder. Look at the radar map. This is how it works this time of year. You pull up your radar map, and you'll get. Oh man, did you guys see my stream yesterday? I got a new camera in the truck, and it's a phenomenal. All right, so this is what you get. We already got some storms off Indian Rocks Beach. All right, so you'll get a couple pops of lightning, right? Then you'll get a huge blow up of thunderstorms, a lot of lightning, boom, 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 boom. And then guess what? About 30 minutes later, it goes from red to yellow to orange, or red, orange to yellow. And when I was showing off the camera yesterday, we saw that. I was parked over at Tampa Bay Downs, and really intense storm for about 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just loses it. Now, I don't know if it's 100% controlled by that MJO, sinking air. But the taller your thunderstorms get, the sinking air takes effect and kind of squashes them. We've shared that with Elsa a lot. Elsa was last week, a year ago today, or a year ago last week. So anyway, you might see a storm pop up, what I'm getting at, but they don't last long at all. Not this pattern right now, at least. So anyway, enough of that. Elsa, let me go back to Elsa since I brought it up. I love Elsa, talking about it. There was 2 storms back in the day that were very similar, and Elsa completely got squashed off the coast of Florida here, and it was fascinating to me because we were looking at a potential repeat of Ada, and it didn't happen. And this is why. Why is this thing loading so slow? Come on, Google, what are you doing? Why is it taking so long? Somebody knows somebody at Google. No. Google Slides are actually pretty awesome. Here's Ada's footage. All right, here we go. It's probably this one. It could be me. I got so many windows open. And I'm streaming on like 28 platforms right now. So, all right, here's Elsa. All right, this is good. This is a good example. So Elsa came along last year, this time, and we had a 3 to 5 foot surge expected in Tampa Bay. Same exact surge they expected with Elsa or Ada. Ada had I've been told 1,000 homes were affected, flooded by Ada. Ada was that storm that came through. Nobody talked about it. It was overnight. Storm surge pushed into the bay, crossed Florida West Coast, and had a lot of homes flooded. So fast forward to Elsa a year later, and well, hurricane hunters were finding hurricane force winds off the coast of Sarasota, 1,000 millibar. And then the next pass, literally an hour later, it went from 1,000 millibar to 1,007 millibar. That is an incredible drop or a rise of pressure in just about an hour. It went from Sarasota 1,000 to 1,007. And it just went poof. Now look at the radar. If you look at the radar, you can see it. It looked kind of defined, right? You can see kind of an eye coming up here. It looks kind of good, right? Look it. Looks good. Then all of a sudden, watch. Poof! Where'd all the reds go? Where'd all the yellows go? It's gone. Boom. Poof. And I really think, nobody's ever talked about it, but we were in a very suppressed stage of the MJO here. Very, very suppressed stage of the MJO. And I'm telling you, anytime a storm grows, it gets squashed. Sinking air comes down. Sinking air basically cuts off a storm from developing. And we are in that right now. We are in a very sinking air pattern that, right here. This is Michael Ventrance page. But look, holy moly, we're almost in the exact same pattern. Incredibly strong signal of suppressed MJO. So there you go. That's one reason the tropics are slow. But 2 weeks, Look what's coming. It's gone. This is an eastward moving phase, and they go east to west across the equator. And there it comes, meaning more chances for storms to develop in the coming weeks. So could have a little bit of dry spell before things get active. All right, there you go. So don't forget to share the Furman hammock giveaway. I changed my header up here, by the way. How you like it? I kept back to that look. I wanted the look now kind of matches the new logo on the race car this weekend. I kind of went with that logo. NASCAR had to approve it, so kind of mixed all of our channels up with that new logo, if you're wondering what that's all about. So new look. So, all right. So anyway, thank you, Mary. Good morning. Disney. I would love to go to Disney. Good, but Elsa fizzled. That's it. Frogs. Ruth brought up a good point. I love listening to the frogs after a rain. It's amazing. What triggers the frogs off to start singing in the rain? Bill Lauderdale, how's it going, buddy? That would be cool, Vicky, if we... Hey, I'll be up and down Pit Road. I'll be wearing a DD shirt. Alexis from the UK roasting over there, I hear. How about that? Good to see you. What's up, David? Hey, have a great time at Gatlinburg, buddy. You're on the way there now, man. I'm jealous. Have one of them frozen rum drinks for me. Hey, James, what's up? Good time in Atlanta. There's a big softball tourney up there. We have a lot of friends up in Atlanta right now. I saw Bay Made Fast Pitches heading up that way, too. Moistless, David Lewis says. Birthday, Mike. Kristen, this is my birthday? Oh, is there another Mike? Kristen Mitchell? I don't think it's my birthday. Did I say it's my birthday? Linda, there you go. Whatever picture you want to submit. It's going to be a fun thread. A non-weather thread. It'll be a non-weather thread coming up. So anyway, is Greg even watching over there in Montgomery? I'm really excited, though, honestly. You know, a lot of our supporters are obviously on the page, and most of them just support what we do, and it's great. But our page is growing, you know, and I think adding these, and I did want to talk about this today, as a matter of fact. You know, social media is hard to figure out. Sometimes you don't see always the most recent post. And it's frustrating because if you don't change settings, you might see a post from 3 days ago. We get that. A lot of people post all the time. I don't see your latest post. I don't see, you know. But one cool thing on the page, you know, is this Twitter list here, which is all my posts. So if you want to if you really care, and look, weather. I've had a lot of weather today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weather posts. 8, 9, 10, 11. If you want to just know what's been posted on our page, then this is a great spot. You can see it all right here. I also have it on the app. If you have the Mike's Weather Page app, there's the second button, I believe, is Mike's Posts, and you can read all the posts there too. So it's important because, you know, I do post a lot of stuff, and if you don't, you know, it's hard to post it all in one post. So I try to cover all the weather in the morning that's happening for the day, for the weekend. So you got to look at all the posts to see everything. Commented on this today. The heat is incredible. We have heat advisories from Texas to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. We got Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana. We got Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, the fuchsia. I asked Julie, is this purple? No. Is it pink? No. It's fuchsia. So I had to Google yesterday how to spell fuchsia. Say that word. Let's all say fuchsia. Ready? Alexa, what color is fuchsia?
According to an Alexa on the purple side of pink and is named for the pink-purple flower of the fuchsia plant.
It's
It is sometimes described as hot pink or magenta. Did that answer your question?
yes. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thanks for your feedback.
I think my dad's having an affair with Alexa, by the way. All of a sudden, Alexa just busts out, "Hi, Bill. How you doing?" "Good. How are you?" "Fine. Thank you for asking. I've noticed it's hot there in Palm Harbor today." Anyway, fuchsia is part of pink and purple. Purple side of pink. Anyway, fuchsia means excessive heat warnings. Enough of that. All right. Anything else we can talk about it before I go off? Look at the golf, man. There is nothing. No blobs. High pressure ruling. Look at that. No juice. No juice. No juice out there. Nothing. No seed to plant. Except hot water. 90 degrees. Smoking hot water for the Gulf of Mexico. So, all right. Well, anyway. Hey, it was fun to experiment on TikTok. Hey, that's Hurricane Irma. Somebody on TikTok is asking. That's Irma. So everybody else, you don't see this. So this is funny. This is really funny. Shelly, I just read that. This is Irma. So there's a picture above me. You can't see it, but it's actually Irma. And then TikTok, you can see my other stuff up there. See, I got pictures up there. You are behind the scenes. Anyway, everybody's Alexa's telling everybody what fuchsia means. Sorry about that. Everybody's Alexa. Oh, anyway, it's fun. All right. So no surprises. If we do get a little bit of mention here eventually, this is leftover low, but climatology. Hey, it's interesting that we're green here, so we do get a lot of storms here that form. I had this up, a cruise. Please check it out if you're cruisers. It's so much fun. I didn't promote last year's a lot because I didn't know what to expect, but my goodness, it was so much fun. And I've never looked forward to anything like I'm looking forward to this. Just a generally good time meeting weather fans that we all talk on the internet. We don't really meet face to face, and incredible time. So I have the link on the page. We're filling them up, believe it or not. We booked 100 cabins. We locked in the price until 90 days out, so you still have time. But that way, fuel prices are going up. The rate's locked, which is great. And we got a lot of fun stuff, so check it out on that. And I wanted to look here at something before I got sidetracked. What we were talking about, I don't even know anymore. It was something on the effect of Caribbean gale warning. This is interesting. So the other part of the page, that's a good graphic. Look at that. So the other part of my page here, let me show you real quick where I saw that. This is actually a very good part of the page. It's the latest weather tweets. This right here. These are from people that I follow on Twitter, and they post what they post. You see on the page, so it's very interesting. You could see a lot of weather data from other people on here, and it's only people that I follow. Jim Cantori, Felipe Papin. I hope I said his name. He's a big God, man. Hunter's like eating that bone. He's this ground fool. Michael Ventris here. We have Weather Channel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if you ever wonder, that's a really cool edition here. It's only weather. You can scroll through it and see all kinds of data. But back to what was posted. This is a Caribbean Sea gale. I said whale warning. Whale warning. Gale warning. Tight pressure gradients. Strong west-east winds here. East winds 30 to 35 miles an hour. Holy cow. Incredible. Well, east to west. There I go again. I always mess it up. 30 to 35 knots. Can you imagine? PTC Bonnie was riding along 30 miles an hour across the top of South America. It couldn't get going because of that incredibly fast forward speed. That's another reason systems can't get going. Hey, you got wind shear, you got shear coming in from the top, you got bottom speed coming in from the bottom, you got nothing working together in the upper level winds, you got dust, you got everything going against you. So anyway, there you go. And what's fascinating, I wanted to show. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, Dabu here doing a flashback. Hey, it's a good point. This is a buddy from Jacksonville. He's a good guy to follow. And he's bringing this up 3 years ago. We had this kind of same scenario. It was a land cane that popped in. I don't even remember, to tell you the truth. What was this? But he talked about the same thing we just brought up. Planting the seed, old fronts. So that's old. That's not recent, by the way. So not anything to worry about on that. That's old. Ah, the deer. All right, so there's that. I don't know anything else I can talk about. So, any questions? Christina, heck yeah. Let me tell you. I believe so, Christina. Hey, listen, give Shipley. What's her first name? Kim. God, drew a blank. We have a Shipley that plays softball. I always get them mixed up. But Kim Shipley, we have her number on there. Very, very nice lady. We've known her for a lot of years. She's worked at Sarah's Schools, top 10 tribal company in America, and they specialize in exactly what we're doing, education at sea. We actually are doing a fun seminar on the ship in a ballroom. They actually have a conference center on the ship. Can you believe that? There's a conference center on the ship. And I'm gonna have a cool presentation. The ones I share a lot, I love giving those. I love them to death. And Shelly's working up a really good-looking certificate of completion that you can present. It's a 2023 Hurricane Preparedness speech. So if you're in the industry, it could be worthwhile, especially if you're insurance adjuster or first responders or anybody tied in with hurricanes, or just want some education. Cool thing is they're going to have, is it bromosas or mimosas? Mimosas. And we're going to have mimosas and Bloody Marys at the beginning.
How do you do a live without me every day?
I don't know. I just butcher names a lot. Julie's got a sty in her eye. I don't know if they're contagious or not.
They're not.
You checked?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we got a house full of eye problems, but now mine are back, so. Anyway, yep, keep those pictures coming. We've had some really amazing sunset pictures here the last couple days. It's been quite the... look at this heat. I mean, it's hot. I get it. It's July. So, anything else in the weather world? Really nothing. We're watching the Atlanta rains. We can start looking at some high-resolution radar. This might get us through tomorrow. Let's take a look at this. Let's look at the HRRRRR. I always click that. It's actually Animator. Oh, we're heading northbound and down. All right, Gulf Coast. Here we go. This is rains. This is what we got coming. 12Z just ran, so we have 48 hours ahead. Here's rain. Here's what's coming. This is the future. Back to the future. Rains today. And there's your Florida flow. So, again, storms brewing east to west in Florida. That daytime heating just popping storms here across the southeast. Really just anytime, any place. Afternoon rains. I mean, look, it's not a lot of coverage. They don't hang around long. The good news is they don't stick around. So it's not a system. It's just juice in the atmosphere. And that's it, Tomorrow, here's what we got tomorrow. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. There's that big line. Now we do have a system tomorrow. That front finally gets its act together, and it's going to get its way south, so. Oh, man. 7 o'clock tomorrow. They might bump the race up, Greg. I don't know. All right, so here's your line tomorrow. This is we already went through a bunch of. If you just tune it in, I went through a lot of rain forecasts daily. This is why it's happening. But here's that front tomorrow, finally getting its act together. This is afternoon. You can start to see the boundary line here basically we're watching this whole area here. It's going to get shoved south tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. And there's a pretty good little line coming through there. This is overnight. This is about 10 o'clock p.m. You know, could be an overnight thing. Could miss Atlanta completely. But there it is. Big old line of rain stretching from Alabama to the East Coast. And it's going to slowly work its way south. Heavy rain through Montgomery overnight, Saturday night. This is overnight. This is Saturday night. This is Saturday night into Sunday. This is overnight hours. A lot of rain overnight. And then Sunday morning it stops at 8 a.m. And there's our rains here. So that's what we got coming. That's hey, if you're out and about around the Atlanta area, come here, Sarah, say hi. She got her hair done. They just took a shower. Come here. Come say hi. Take her 10 minutes to get over here. Hey, what's up, Greg? Yeah, hey, man, as long as we have some fun ahead of time. I did talk about everything. All right, there's Sarah. What do you want to say? Don't say hi, Caitlin. Say something different today. What do you want to talk about? Look at the camera right there. We got 2. That's TikTok.
I watched it.
You were watching me?
Yeah.
She was watching me on TikTok. You were watching me on TikTok. You could have just turned your head and saw me. You didn't have to watch it on your phone. You know, want me to tell you a funny story that happened to Mom one time?
How?
Okay. One time, Mom and Dad were going to dinner on a Friday night. Okay? Mom's head was down. I thought something was wrong with her, but she was on her phone. I was going to get her a Hans device one time. Another story. It was Friday night, and she had a friend on social media post a pretty picture of a sunset. And they were in Tarpon Springs too. We're in Tarpon Springs. And she goes, hey, look at this pretty sunset that so-and-so just posted, right? I'm like, yeah, Mom, turn your head. It's the same sunset right there. So she could have saw it in person, but she saw it on social media. I'm the only one laughing. It's a dad joke. Anyway. All right, so say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Where we have dinner last night? Where we go to dinner last night?
I see you, Caitlin. I see you, tacos.
Tacos? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. We chatted an hour. Hey, Bobby, what's up over there? Yep, Bobby, the Tropics are kind of just waiting. So, all right. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate that. We'll see you Monday. And again, watch for us. So the race is actually qualifying is on Fox Sports 1, and then the race is on USA Network, which is kind of new this year. So, kind of neat. Maybe a little. I tweeted them, trying to get them to respond. Hey, thanks, Bobby. Bobby bought some sunscreen. That's pretty cool. Appreciate you supporting them. So here it is, USA Network. So I tweeted to USA Network, hoping, I said, come by and say hi. Let's talk weather. I said, I'm going to have 1 million followers tuning in. Well, maybe not quite 1 million, but maybe that'll get them to come say hi. Oh, well. All right. Have a great weekend. TGIF. Thanks, Shelly, and everybody else for being a part. All the supporters out there, all the subscribers. We have a lot of perks out there. We're mailing another round of shirts to our Cat 5s. If you are a Cat 5 subscriber, make sure you submit your email so we can send you our text alert codes and app info and all that good stuff. And it is our normal monthly subscribers. We really appreciate it. It all adds up, man. It really helps. And like I said yesterday, we posted the my new setup here. Let me show you real quick. I've been researching cameras 2 years now, and I finally found a camera. And I'm not one to watch YouTube reviews, and I watched this kid talk. And I really like the camera, so I bought it, and it's really cool. It'll actually do 360, which I'm going to do. I got a window mount So I'm gonna. It's so awesome. It's not waterproof, but I'm gonna get 2 cameras because in case the waterproof one gets rained on at the last second. But the camera itself was extremely wide, very colorful, no shaking, and I got a new little laptop that I needed because when I do work traveling, it's more convenient. But secondly, I never had a secondary monitor, so I found this really cool monitor that's magnetic, and it snaps on the back of your screen, and it locks in place so it can't slide. But when you're done with it, you can turn it, flip it around, and close it permanently, and it's just connected with a USB-C. Didn't know. I mean, I can't work without a second monitor. So this, and I can still see the mirror. I can see out the windshield, and somebody can still sit in the passenger seat fine. It's kind of like right over my console. So yeah, it was really cool. I streamed yesterday, went around, and was very pleased with it. So there you go. Anyway, all right. We will be back live Monday. We can ramble on all day, but I'm not. So have a great day.